Hello everyone, my name is GamerGuppy. Last week I finished my finals, so that means I finally got the time to get to the tutorial I promised on the pathfinding AI I demonstrated last month. But before that I wanted to show you a simpler contraption first, namely the mounted minigun. As you see, the minigun itself is actually an armor stand wearing a dispenser on its head. The arms of the armor stand should resemble the handles of a minigun. Even though it doesn't look too bad, I decided to make a 3D model of a minigun nevertheless. For this purpose I used the free modeling software by MrCrayfish. Since it was my first time modeling for Minecraft, the tutorials by Samasaurus were a big help to me, and I would really recommend those if you want to try out modeling yourself. For this minigun you will need only 12 command blocks. As you see, the minigun starts tracking my orientation once I get near, and when I get even closer to the minigun it will start shooting deadly fireballs into the direction I'm facing. Now the cool thing about this contraption is that you can easily customize it to your liking. That means you can easily change its rate of fire, configure the damage it does, decide with what distance it starts tracking your orientation, or with what distance it starts shooting its fireballs. Also, there are two safety mechanisms. The first mechanism prevents the minigun from adopting your orientation when you look straight down, since that would cause the fireballs to explode right at your feet. The other safety mechanism prevents the shooting of fireballs when you stand right on top of the minigun, since otherwise the fireballs would again explode right at your location. So how does the minigun work and how do you make one? Well, we start off with two command blocks. The first one summons an armor stand named turret. If you plan to use the custom resource pack, you can make the armor stand invisible. You can do this by changing the 0 after the invisible to a 1. At this point, don't worry too much about where the turret is going to be placed. The next command block defines the scoreboard objective, count, which will be responsible for the rate of fire of the minigun. All the other command blocks require to be activated continuously. For this purpose a clock is required, therefore the next two command blocks form a clock that pulses 20 times per second. Before proceeding with this tutorial, be sure to disable the clock for a bit, until all command blocks have been placed. The fifth command block summons a fireball named Minigun, right on top of the armor stand. It has no direction, such that it remains hovering motionless at its location. The explosion radius can be modified as to change the damage the fireball will do. I suggest not to go much higher than 3. The sixth command block summons a snowball at the exact same position as the fireball. The owner of the snowball is said to be the armor stand named turret, and it has a downwards motion such that it collides with the fireball instantaneously. Upon collision the fireball will start moving into the direction the armor stand is facing. If you want to know how this works exactly, then check out my other video on another cool weapon, the guided rocket launcher. If you want, you can modify the radius. This radius is the minimal distance between the player and the gun for it to start shooting. The seventh command block starts adding points to the turret's count objective, and the eighth command block resets the score back to 1 whenever a score of 4 has been reached, such that a new fireball can be fired. If you change this number 4 to another value, you can change the rate of fire. But do not set it below 4, or otherwise fireballs will explode right at the minigun's location. The ninth command block starts adding points to the fireball's count objective, and the 10th kills any fireball which has been around for more than 75 ticks. You can modify this value of 75 as to alter the range of the minigun. The 11th command block teleports the armor stand named turret to the nearest player in a radius of 3. Upon teleportation the turret will adopt the same orientation as the player has. Thereafter, the 12th command block instantly teleports the turret back onto its original location. This command block is therefore responsible for where the turret will be positioned, and its coordinates can be changed to your liking. The 13th command block is a safety mechanism that detects if the turret looks down too much, such that it would hit the ground right next to the player. The 14th command block plays a sound effect of an explosion whenever a new fireball is shot. Optionally, a 15th command block could be added that has the sound effect of a spinning barrel. And that's it, you got yourself a fully functional minigun. I hope you can put it to good use in your map, minigame or other project. Now, one last thing I can do is combine it with my earlier contraption, the guided rocket launcher, as to make the minigun shoot fireballs that you can control mid-air. For this you need to name the fireballs guided rocket, set the explosion power to 0 and delay the rate of fire by just a little bit. And there you go. I hope you found this tutorial useful and any feedback is much appreciated. Thank you for watching and Guppy out.